Now that it seems to be public knowledge that the amphetamine-loving Alameda Research ex-CEO Caroline Ellison is freely roaming around in the States, the twisted spiderweb of the SEC, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried just gets deeper. Alameda Research ex-CEO Caroline Ellison has retained a former top cryptocurrency regulator for the US Securities and Exchange Commission as the federal investigation into the downfall of FTX continues. Bloomberg first reported that Ellison hired Stephanie Avakian, chair of the Securities and Financial Services Department at law firm WilmerHale, and the SEC's former enforcement director. Sources close to the matter told Bloomberg that Avakian, as well as fellow WilmerHale lawyers, will represent Ellison. During her tenure at the SEC from 2016 to 2022, Avakian led a team that worked on several high-profile cases against major companies and notable figures. They include Elizabeth Holmes for making fraudulent claims to investors to raise $700 million for Theranos, Elon Musk for tweeting misleading statements about a plan to take Tesla private, and Facebook for misleading investors about the risks of misusing user data. Avakian was also instrumental in increasing cryptocurrency regulations while at the SEC, leading cases against companies like Robinhood and Ripple Lab. Avakian and WilmerHale will represent Ellison during the federal probe into her former company, Alameda Research, the trading firm and corporate sibling of falling cryptocurrency exchange FTX. Prior to FTX filing for bankruptcy in November, Alameda borrowed $3.3 billion worth of funds from the cryptocurrency exchange and lent them to FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried and companies he controlled to cover losses and make risky bets, according to court documents. Ellison has remained an elusive figure in the collapse of FTX, staying silent and largely unreachable during its downfall. As noted by Bloomberg, while Bankman-Fried has publicly placed blame on Alameda in numerous interviews, Ellison has stayed silent. Some have speculated she may be cutting a deal and cooperating with authorities, according to New York Magazine. The Senate Banking Committee said earlier this week that if Bankman-Fried does not appear before lawmakers next week to testify, he will be subpoenaed. As the founder and CEO of FTX Trading Limited at the time of its collapse, and the founder, principal owner, and former CEO of Alameda Research, you must answer for the failure of both entities that was caused, at least in part, by the clear misuse of clients' funds and wiped out billions of dollars owed to over 1 million creditors. Senate Banking Chairman Sherrod Brown said in a public statement to the former billionaire on Tuesday.